Hey guys, it's Kim here with Fairily Fiber Fun. Welcome to episode 55. In today's episode, we will be discussing Socktober because it is now October 1st. Happy October, everybody. It is spooky season. It is Socktober season. I am so excited. And then I have a knitting fail to share with you. Did a lot of spinning in September. And I've got some news, some fun and exciting news to share. Before we get started, I'd like to give a very warm welcome to new viewers and a welcome back to returning viewers. If you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe button and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss new videos as they come out. Please consider hyping my channel. It does bump me, that particular video, to the top, I don't know, 100 or something like that for a brief time so that my videos reach a wider audience briefly. And that is a design. YouTube designed that to help the small channels grow. So I think it's wonderful. No pressure, you don't have to. On a phone, if you have it in the upright position, not the sideways position, and you're watching the video, you hit the like button, the little hype bar will pop up, and then you have the option to hype it. You have to hit the like button with the phone in the vertical position, not the horizontal position. It's just how it is. Every time I watch a video from a small channel and it lets me hype, it just makes me happy to give that channel some extra points. And I know it helps them grow. So it makes me happy. And besides, it gives you happy confetti. It's really fun. Anyway, let's get into it now. Now that we had fun with the hype thing. We're going to start with knitting. I've done knitting. I've done a lot of knitting. My brain's running in 5 directions at once right now. And the words just don't want to come out in the proper order. So I have spent the last 3 months knitting my son's hoodie. And I finally yesterday bound off the day before? The day before yesterday. I bound off the body. And I had my son try it on. And it's way too big. He needs a large or an extra large, and it was at least a 2X. Yeah. Yes, he'd be able to wear it forever, but would he actually wear it that much too big? Probably not. So I have to rewrite the pattern, go through my notes, type them up, make changes, and knit it smaller. So this morning I ripped it out. And I will show you. The pocket is all that survived. That's it. Out of that whole humongous hoodie, the pocket is all that has survived. So I didn't want to redo the pocket as it took a lot of effort to get those stripes worked in there without the stripes going all the way to the edges. I don't remember what you call that type of color work. If I can figure it out, I'll stick a word in here. It's the first time I'm ever doing that. And it was a challenge, but I got it done. I'm really happy with how it turned out. It looked so beautiful. Here's a picture of the whole hoodie. It was so beautiful. It was so incredibly perfect. And I sat down this morning to pick up stitches for the hood. And my boyfriend, I was telling him about how much too big it is. And he goes, just start over. He's not going to wear it. Start over. He said, but you should keep that. And I was like, I can't. I have to reuse the yarn. So I sat down this morning and I ripped it all out. And now I have a million balls of yarn. Although the majority of it, as I get to the end of a skein, I splice it together. So the majority of it is in this huge, huge ball of yarn. I have this one. I've just got too many. Anyway. So it's ready to start over. It took me a couple hours. to rip it out. It took me 3 months to knit it, but I had a lot of other projects going on, so could have done it all much quicker, but it is what it is. Anyway, I'm not happy with having to start over, but I am happy that I get to tweak the design and make it better. So there is that. As far as other stuff I've been knitting, I have been knitting pot holders out of wool yarn, some of my scraps. I'm holding about 3 strands together at a time, and before felting they are huge. This is 9.5 inches. So here's the first one I did, and it is 9.5 inches across. It is a square. They're all squares. This is an 11 inch, and then this one is like 13 inch. And this is what it is felted, which it felted lengthwise. It shrunk lengthwise, but not widthwise. See, it barely shrunk in the width, but a lot in the length. So, and this is not even fully felted. I ran this through the washer and dryer at the laundromat, and then I brought it home and I hand felted the ever living daylights out of it, and it's still not completely felted. So this will be going to my mom's because I can wash in hot in her washer and I don't have to worry about wasting quarters with just a few items. I also have 2 that are quite a bit bigger that also ran through the washer and dryer and barely felted, and those will also go through my mom's washer, and we'll just see what happens. I'm going to felt all of these at once at my mom's as soon as I can get over there, and I want to make more, but I'm debating, instead of felting them, knitting them in stockinette and then folding them in half, or knitting them in a circle and sewing the ends closed so that it's double thickness and not felting at all. I think that would be easier with my yarn, but I don't know, can't make up my mind how I want to do it, so I need to wait until I'm at my mom's and can felt those. See how they turn out, and we go from there. But that's all the knitting that I have done. It's not been a lot. I haven't touched the new pair of shorts I cast on last month. I haven't done much knitting. I haven't done much of anything. I started the month really, really strong. I had a very strict schedule, dyeing wool 3 days a week, every single week. I got through half of the Christmas, the Hogwarts themed advent calendar, and I hit burnout, really bad burnout. So I haven't dyed anything in the second half of the month. But that's okay, because originally I wanted to do about half this month and half next month, but half in September, half in October, and then I was like, no, I can do it all in September. I could have, but life was hectic and crazy. The month was chaotic, and I decided to take a step back. I didn't touch editing at all for the majority of the month. I've just gotten back into editing videos, and I had a lot to edit, so playing catch up now. Got 3 videos edited yesterday. That was wonderful. And I did a lot of spinning. I started a whole vlog that I'm just going to wrap up and finish, because it was how much can I spend during the month of September, and I burned out on that too. So I could have done double what I did, but it is what it is. Sometimes you just need a break. And I take a break when my body tells me to. If I schedule them, then I go crazy because I'm bored to death. If I don't schedule them, they just happen. And when they happen, I just have to go with it. And that's what happened. But this, I'm going to show you a few pictures. So I had a custom order and I spun the whole thing. It is 11 ounces of BFL. It was the last of my BFL. And I had just a photo to go off of finished yarn. And the lady wanted more of it in approximately the same color. So I did the best I could. I did not have a recipe for it. Didn't even know what colorway it was. But I managed to get it close. It's just very darker than the original, but it is what it is. And she was really happy with it. So, and then I finished these other spins, the fall fractal spin, which will be coming out as a video soon, and the that's an 8-ounce spin, and then the green skein, it's kind of a mint color, is 3 3/4 ounces. And then I got this. I have 3 braids of poison apple to spin up, and this is the one that got plied. One is spun as singles and the other one is halfway spun, is still on the wheel. So I was hoping to get this completely done, but sadly the mojo disappeared and it didn't happen. It is what it is, but I think the yarn turned out amazing. This is also a separate video coming out later this month. This is one of the spooky advent colors. Spoiler, turns out amazing when you spin it. And that leads us into the next segment. I feel like we're going really, really fast. But I don't have as much to share this month. So it is what it is. I managed to get all of the spooky advents packed up and ready to go. I have 1 order to ship and a monthly subscription from Ko-fi to ship, which I'm late getting that out, but it has been difficult to do anything those last couple of weeks. So hopefully I can get that done today, tomorrow, something like that. And by today, tomorrow, I'm filming on Monday, and you will see this on Wednesday. So it'll be shipped by the time you see this video. And we already talked about dyeing the Christmas advents, and those are open for pre-order. The spooky advents are ready to ship. So when you place the order, they go out immediately. I did offer free shipping for the entire month of September that I have not changed yet, but I offered that for my birthday because my birthday is in the middle of September, and I really enjoyed making the entire month special because it was my birthday. So we did a live on my birthday. It happened to be on a Sunday, or maybe it was the day after. I think it was the day after my birthday. Anyway, we did a live and on YouTube, and that was so much fun. I want to do more lives. I said that last time, and then it was like months before I did another one. But with Socktober, I really, really want to do a live during Socktober, so trying to figure out what day I can schedule that for. October is slam packed. But it's going to be fun. It's going to be so much fun. So, one of the reasons it's going to be packed is because I am now a vendor at a local bookstore. It's called Ashling Booksellers, and it is right in historic downtown. It is a really beautiful bookstore. It's one of my favorite stores, and I hardly ever go in there, but now my stuff is in there. Put a little picture of how we set up the display. I haven't been in there since the owner changed things around. I think she raised it up a bit higher, and I don't know. She reorganized it, and I haven't been in there since then. I've been meaning to get in there and get some footage, and I just haven't had a chance to get over there. We've been sick the last week, so seasonal cold, you know, it happens. So we've just been trying to get our energy back. So, but at Ashling Booksellers, I'm also teaching classes, and I have knitting classes, crochet classes, and spinning classes already scheduled. The knitting and crochet are two-part series for each class, and So on October 16th is knitting part 1, and it is knitting for absolute beginners. And I'm calling that lesson 1. And then on the 30th, we have lesson 2, which just is the second half of the lesson. So, and for the crochet, it is like the next week, skip a week, and then the second part is in November. So from October 16th until November 6th, I have 5 classes to teach. And the spinning one is on a Saturday. It's a 3-hour class. I'm really looking forward to teaching all of these. If nobody signs up, nobody shows up, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. But I can actually go out of my way and hang out and see if anybody's going to show up, because I live like within walking distance of this bookstore, which is absolutely fantastic. Not that I would want to walk to it, but I could. You know, it might take me 20 minutes, but I could walk to it. And then on top of that, October 25th and 26th is the Harvest Festival in town, and Ashling Booksellers has invited me to demo spin at their booth during the Harvest Festival. So that's going to be loads of fun, and I'm totally doing it. I told the owner I have been here for years. I've been running my business for years, and I have never been able to get involved in the community. No matter how much I've tried, it just hasn't happened. Nothing's happened. So she is running with that and making sure that there are opportunities for me to participate in community stuff, which I really appreciate, because I am so easily overwhelmed that I need someone to say, hey, we're doing this and this and this. When can you show up? Just tell me where, tell me when, I'll be there. So anyways, I'm not a vendor at the Harvest Festival because I don't have products fully made, like knit items that I could sell. And now all of my felted stuff is in the bookstore. So I don't even have that, which is great. So I'm really excited. I don't know what's going to happen with this, but the potential of explosive growth is huge. And I cannot tell you how excited I am to be teaching classes, because at the other store, every single class, it was like a few days before it, well, nobody signed up. Nobody signed up. Nobody signed up. And it was getting rather discouraging. So I just like, this is closer to home, and it is the community that I desperately want to be a bigger part of. And now I have the opportunity. So even if nothing happens with these classes, if I keep showing up, eventually something will happen. And it's close enough where I don't have to worry about, can my car handle the drive? You know? Am I going to get back to pick up the kids on time? It's just right here in town. So it's like 5 minutes from the school, 8 minutes from the schools. Not a big deal, right? So way, way better for me. I'm still a vendor at the other location, but and I will teach classes if they're requested there. I'm not saying that I've quit teaching. It's just that we've quit scheduling classes there because that wasn't working. So why keep doing something that's not working, you know? So other than that, I just had a really interesting month. I took it easy. I rested a lot, read a lot of books, and spent a lot of time knitting the hoodie that I ended up ripping out today. I did take my boys near the beginning of the month to Chow Ram, which is in South Carolina. It's actually Chow Ram County Park, and please forgive me if I am mispronouncing it. I don't know how to pronounce it, but that's all I've heard was Chow Ram. So it's a pretty little waterfall. It's got a nice little swimming hole in a river that's it gets pretty deep, but it's very, very slow until you get to, you know, the swimming area is safe to swim in, safe for little kids to play in. It's a beautiful place. I'll throw some pictures in here. I'm going to blur out my child's face. He doesn't like to be on here, but he was hanging from a tree branch like a sloth before we left. It was so much fun. We just had a blast. We went with friends. We had so much fun, and I just laid on a blanket under the tree and gazed up at the sky through the leaves and just listened to the water and felt the breeze and just really enjoyed the peace. Soaked it up. It was fantastic. So I want to go back again sometime, but it is a little bit of a drive for me, and I don't like driving that far with my car as old and decrepit as it is. So if I'm going to break down on the side of the road, I'd rather it be 5 minutes from my mechanic and not an hour away, you know? So I'm being very, very cautious of how far I go and how much I extend myself right now. Such is life when your car is, 10, 11 years old. But we make the most out of what we've got and count our blessings every day. And there are plentiful blessings flowing in our lives every single day. And I'm so incredibly grateful for the roof over our heads, that we do have 2 cars that work, although one's in the shop right this moment. It'll be out of the shop by the time you see this. Regular maintenance stuff, old car stuff. And the cars have been very good to us. I'm grateful for that. The kids are doing well in school and not getting in trouble. That's important. And everything's going well in the house. So I have 0 complaints. I really, really have 0 complaints. And yes, I want things to get better, but they are getting better. I mean, look, I have 5 classes scheduled in a 4-week period. Yeah, because I have the 16th, the 18th, and then the next 3 Thursdays. So, yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of classes. So it would be the 16th, the 18th, the 23rd, the 30th, and November 6th. Those are my classes right now. So that's a lot. It's a lot. But it's going to be so much fun. I love teaching, and I love connecting with people. So we'll see what happens. I have no idea what else to talk about. We've run out of things. So, it's October. Oh my gosh. I forgot about Socktober. So, I know I already shared my Socktober plans video, but why not show you the whips? So, this, I don't need those 2 needles. This is the next baby sock. I cast on about half the stitches I need for it, and that's as far as I got. I stuck it in here with no excuse. I can just pick it up whenever. I did that right when I finished this sock. So I will be making that one, finishing that one. It'll take me a couple hours to do probably. And then I need to rewrite my pattern so that it's a little bit easier to follow. And then I've got this sock on needles. There's one other color blue I'm going to use. And then I have to knit the second one. And then the Christmas socks that people are requesting, viewers like you, are requesting that I convert this to a written pattern and publish it. So maybe I can get that done during Socktober. Maybe. We'll see. I don't even know if I'm going to get around to knitting the second one, because color work is not what I'm in the mood for right now. I also have a bunch of plans for other socks, but if I get to them, great. And if I don't, it's not a big deal, because I need to get this hoodie done for Christmas. And my plan was to spin and knit a second hoodie by Christmas. I don't think that's going to happen. I really don't. I don't even know if this hoodie's going to get done. I'm a little discouraged about it. I shouldn't be. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Anyways, I'm going to quit rambling on and go edit this video so y'all can watch it. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!